Hey, blog buddies! It's Monday afternoon, and we're on location today, as you can see, because my painting wouldn't fit upstairs, and my dog is scratching himself over here. Say hi, Oliver. Say hi to the blog buddies. Oliver says hi. Um, so here's the painting. Here, I'll move out of the way so you can see it. It's kind of hard to see because there's a lot of detail to it, but it's a Jackson Pollock inspired painting. If you don't know anything about Jackson Pollock, you should check him out on Wikipedia because there's some really cool pictures there. But he's a really famous artist um, back in the day, and one of his paintings recently sold for $155 million. What? Um, so here's the painting, and it's gonna go above my bed, and it's gonna look really cool, I think. So yesterday on my blog, which I don't know how many of you go to it, but it's breaktheillusion.com. Um, I did a little post about compliments and criticisms and how, at least in my own life, I try to kind of not really evaluate myself by what people say, if it's good or if it's bad. I use the analogy of it's like rain hitting the shingles of a house or like hitting the roof, and the rain kind of just washes away. And so compliments and criticisms don't really penetrate you if you hold that view. I just said penetrate. um, so I wanted to do a little part two because I thought of a story that I didn't share with you guys that I really like, and I read it in I don't remember where I read it, but I read it in a book somewhere, and it is a story of Buddha and how someone was um, traveling to find Buddha because they had heard that he's impossible to piss off. So the person tracks Buddha down and is like, "Hey Buddha, you suck, blah 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 blah." I mean, I'm sure he didn't say that, but something to that effect. And and Buddha was just kind of like unfazed by the whole thing, as one might expect. Same thing happens again the next day, the third day, the fourth day. I forget how many days this went on for. And finally, the guy was like, "Look, Buddha, like, what's the deal? I'm trying to piss you off, and you're really unfazed by it." And so Buddha and the guy's like, "What's your secret? Like, how do you do that?" And Buddha says, "Well, if a man gives you a gift and you refuse to accept it, who owns that gift?" So obviously, the person that's trying to give it owns it still because you didn't accept it. So in the same way, um, Buddha wasn't accepting that man's hatred or anger or anything, and therefore was unaffected by it. So I think that's kind of cool. It's a good quote. And the other thing I wanted to mention was that when people, and I know it's a criticism that's harder for people, but I mean, just keep in mind that when someone criticizes you, when someone tries to, say something about you, they're not defining you, they're defining themselves. And I think that's important to keep in mind. In other words, what they're saying is saying a lot more about themselves than it is about you. Um, so, so keep that in mind. And that's really all I have for you on this Monday afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the painting. I know it might not be your style, but feel free to post as many compliments or criticisms as you want. I promise I won't evaluate my life by them. So, peace out and stuff, and I will see you soon. Bye.